Hello everyone. Can you just wait for a few minutes? There is a small technical error which is happening. I'll just resolve it and get back to you guys. You please wait for 5 minutes. So, excuse me for this. I'm really sorry. There is some technical error which is happening. So, let's continue with the session. I cannot show you the slides today because the laptop has some reboot issues. I'm taking the session over my tab. So, I cannot share the PPT with you, but I'll try to explain it. In the next session, I'll just definitely share the PPT and quickly glance through all the slides. Is that fine? Okay. You guys can hear me, right? So last session, we were handling Unit 4, Information Technology. What is information technology? The meaning of information technology, and how it has helped in reorganizing the whole society, and how society has improved a lot because of these technological advancements, how it has empowered public, and how it has empowered the economy of the country as such. All these things we have dwelt in the last session. How the information and society are tuning together, and they are how the information and society are tuning together and help with the overall growth of the society. Okay, fine. I think we are connected now. Just a second. I'll share the PPT as well. Fine. So how the digital technology has developed over last few years, and how it has helped in the advancement globally, and how it has enhanced the communication between the people. All these things we have gone through in the last session. I have also explained you about digital divide. What is digital divide all about? And what are the issues with the digital divide? All these things also we have discussed. Just to continue with this, I'll let you know what digital divide is again. Digital divide is the gap that exists between individuals. Yeah, we had class last Saturday. Link will be provided to you. The digital divide is the gap that exists between individuals who have access to modern information and communication technology, and the people who do not have access to the modern information and technology. It is the divide that happens between two communities. One is the people who have access to all these information technologies, and the other who do not have access to the technology. This is the digital divide, and because of digital divide, there are many problems which are arising. So we have to try hard to fix up this digital divide. Okay. Uh, Digital inequality is evident. Where is it evident? It is basically evident in urban and rural areas, socio-economic groups, less economically developed and more economically developed countries. These are the areas where we can say that there is some kind of digital inequality which is happening. What are the different causes of digital divide? We have already discussed about these things. Education, lack of education. Sometimes they may be unaware of operating the things, especially the people who have crossed their 60s and all. And I don't say that everybody, but few definitely have a problem because of the education. And other thing is uh, the gadgets which they are using or may not be user friendly. The other thing, language. If they don't know the language, they may not be interested in knowing about that particular article. All these things, because of education, these all things will happen. Income levels, they may not have access to good gadgets and all. Geographical restrictions, in many areas you don't have proper network. That is the basic issue these days. Motivation, people may not have motivation to know, and they don't want to know about these digital advancements, and they lack the interest in such kind of things. Hmm. And they don't the next one is digital literacy. They don't have good literacy with the uh, digital technologies. These are all things we have already studied in the last session. That's why I'm just browsing through them quickly, a glance of all those things. And what is the impact of digital divide? It impacts the economy, education, and the social spheres. How to bridge the gap? By increasing the digital literacy, develop more relevant and local content so that people will be interested. Why do we develop relevant and local content? So that we can attract those people. They may be interested to know what is locally happening. And of course, what is relevant to them, they'll just go and check that information only. Promote innovation geared towards overcoming the digital divide. Okay, come up with different innovations to gear up this digital divide. Language, come up with more content in local languages. Local languages, if you people, it is very easy to connect with people if you go with the local language. Network coverage, huge issue. If you have good network, it bridges the gap. Affordability, things should be affordable. It should not be hyper expensive. They should be affordable enough. Okay. This is with the ICTs, fourth unit. We are done with the fourth unit. Let's move on to the fifth now. Fifth unit is internet, the origin of internet. Let's understand all these things, that why all the digital advancement, all the wireless communication, everything is happening because of internet. We are connected to each other because of internet. Yes or no? So let's understand about a few things about internet, when it has started, how does the network happens, all these things we will try to understand in this particular unit. Origin of internet. What is internet? The internet is a global network consisting of interconnected computer networks using standardized communication protocols. Clear? The definition of internet is, it is a global network. Okay? All over the globe, the network is connected, which is consisting of interconnected computer networks. And all these computer networks has a standardized communication protocol. They have one particular standardized communication protocol. All the computer networks across the globe have one particular communication protocol, and this helps in networking different regions within no time. It facilitates instantaneous communication and transfer of data across the globe. Internet helps in instantaneous communication. Instantly, within no time, the communication reaches the other person. Within no time, the communication reaches the other person. It is instant, and a transfer of data across the globe, not only in one particular region or in one particular country, excuse me, but the data can be transferred across the globe within few seconds. Within no time, the data can be transferred. The internet originated with the US government, which began building a computer network in 1960s. When was it started? In 1960s in US, the government started to build computer network. Okay. And who did it? Dr. J.C.R. Lekeder. It is known as ARPANET. What was it called as? It was called as ARPANET. That was the first time when the computer networks were started to build. Okay. Stages, how internet has developed, evolved over years. Let's understand. In 1970s, universities and defense agencies and contractors begin to connect with ARPANET. Universities and defense agencies to have the communication. All these people and contractors and few contractors, they started to use internet and used to connect through ARPANET. In 1973, Bob and Wint began research into what eventually becomes IP. What is IP? We all ask for what is your IP address? IP address, that is Internet Protocol and its compassion. And TCP, the Transmission Control Protocol. Okay. When did they start the research for IP and TCP? In 1973, Bob and Wint started the research for IP, Internet Protocol, and its compassion, and TCP, Transmission Control Protocol. In 1973, Bob Metcalfe develops Ethernet, which had been the subject of his PhD thesis while working on Xerox. So what he has done, his PhD thesis was all about developing the Ethernet. Okay. And he has submitted the thesis, and this has helped connected. Means in one particular university, they had wired connections, and through those, they used to share, communicate. Through that particular, in that particular area, they used to communicate. And if they cross that border, they never used to have the connections. That was how it has started. In a limited area, the connection was there. In 1980s, with the revolution of personal computers, internet development has grown drastically. When in early 80s, mein personal computers have started, and slowly all these internet things have developed drastically after that. And in mid 80s, LAN, local area networks, begin to flourish in business and university environments. Campus area networks soon followed. So in mid 80s, in early 80s, computers have started. By mid 80s, LAN connections were given in most of the universities, and then campus networks have also started growing a lot. Okay. I'm not explaining much about this. This is just the stages, how internet has developed. There is nothing much to explain. Remember the years and what are the developments. Okay. On Jan 1st, 1983, all old style traffic of ARPANet ceases as TCP or IP becomes the only protocol used. By 1983, ARPANet was initially used, as I told you before. Now that stopped and the standard thing has come, that is the TCP and IP are the only protocols used for internet. Okay. So officially this becomes the date of birth of internet, Jan 1st, 1983. In 1985, Dennis Jennings chose TCP or IP as the protocol for the planned National Science Foundation network. In 1988, NSF sponsors a series of workshops at Harvard on commercialization and privatization of internet. So the privatization and commercialization of internet workshops were conducted in Harvard way back in 1980s. In 1983, Kane et al. Writes a paper towards a national research on network. And in 1991, Mark McCahill releases the Internet Gopher, the first widely adapted menu-based system for browsing and retrieving internet-based documents. This is the history, how internet has evolved over years. This is just the history, the milestones in the growth of internet, the milestones, different years, and who have helped in the growth of internet. In 1991, Tim Berners Lee at European Center of High Energy Physics, CERN, described the world for the first time. They started off with World Wide Web, the first browser in a line mode tool, www. We all know that, and now still we are using the same now. In 1993, at National Center for Supercomputing Applications at University of Illinois, releases Mosaic, the first widely adapted graphical browser for web. The first graphical browser for web is Mosaic. And in September 93, NCSA releases Macintosh and Windows versions of Mosaic. Okay, Windows versions and Macintosh versions were released in 1993. Now, the growth of internet. With the introduction of TCP or IP, the basic communication language or protocol of internet, by mid-1970s, growth of internet started. Okay, just a second. I still have the issue. My system is hanging, because of which I cannot share the actual PPT which I have developed. Okay. With the introduction of TCP and IP internet protocol, the basic communication language or protocol of the internet was developed. And by mid-90s, the growth of internet has started. The internet has grown and evolved over time to facilitate services like, with the help of internet, what are the services we have and how it has evolved over years, over time? Email, basic thing which has started was emailing, sending mails to different people, wireless communication. Tuck karke you will send the information to them. So that was the first step, email. Email followed by web-enabled audio and video conferences between organizations. It has helped a lot. Not only the convenience of different people, but it has also saved a lot of money to the organization. Everybody need not travel. The flight tickets, the stay, and everything has been saved because of the video and audio conferences. Simply at different locations, you can sit and discuss about the developments, about your ideas, about whatnot through the conference. Excuse me. Excuse me for a second. So web-enabled audio and video conferencing services were of great use to different organizations. It has helped organizations a lot. And it has become very easy and accessible for the employees to discuss with their bosses, to come to express about their ideas without meeting them in person also, because your head office is somewhere in Mumbai, you sit in Hyderabad. Every time you cannot go and explain about your ideas sitting in person. So these conferences have helped them to exchange their ideas and also tell about the development. Online movies and gaming. Online movies and gaming is selling their hot cakes these days. It has become very common and very famous, and everybody is using, everybody is watching, and everybody are playing games. Data transfer, file sharing, often through file transfer protocol. Any data you have to share, any file you have to share. Within no time, you can send it via email. And also the storage has become very easy because of this. You know, initially, if you have to share data, huge books we used to send to different universities and all via post. But thanks to internet, with help of internet, books with 300, 400 pages can also be shared easily. And also the data can be transferred easily, quickly, within no time, you can transfer the data, whatever data you want, and share the information. Instant messaging. Instant, within no time, in a click of a second, the messaging happens. Within no time, the messages can be sent. Internet forums. There are many forums. Social networking. Social networking has developed a lot. We have discussed a lot about this, how social networking has helped many people to grow, to achieve their goals, all these things, and how it has helped the overall advertising industry. The advertising revenues, the spend on the advertising has come down because of social networking. They have identified the niche group and started paying the influencers, which helped them in saving huge amounts of money. Instead of paying huge amounts of money to a celebrity like Mahesh Babu or somebody, they just pay to somebody who is famous in that particular community, and that person says about the product and the product sells. And it has become more successful as well, influencer marketing. All these new things have developed because of social networking. Many things have developed because of social networking. Online shopping. We all know what online shopping is. Whatever we want to buy, we can just sit at home, check in your mobile, in our laptop, tablet, whatever is the gadget you are using. Sit at a place, check for whatever you want, add to the cart. If you have money, you can immediately buy all the items within no time. Okay. So it has helped in the growth of online shopping as well. Many online stores have popped up. Many. They don't have physical store as such. Many online stores have popped up because of the growth of internet. Financial services, all the banking and financial services have improved like anything. Sitting at home, you need not go to banks and wait for hours together. Banking services though improved a lot. Initially in banks, we used to wait for hours and hours. But now at home we can do all the internet, we can sit at home, and with the help of internet banking we can do whatever we want. In the same way, the financial services also, all the financial services are provided. Just you need to have a good internet connection, sit at home and do whatever you want. So these are the important things, uh, advancements in the with the help of internet. Okay, we have email, video and web-enabled audio video conferences, online movie, data transfer, instant messaging, internet forums, social networking, online shopping, and financial services. Now let's understand what World Wide Web. It is an interconnected system of public web pages accessible through internet. All the public web pages, you need to have an accessibility. So this World Wide Web helps in interconnecting all the web pages with the help of internet. All the web pages are interconnected with the help of this World Wide Web. The web is not the same as the internet. The web is one of many applications built on top of the internet. What is web? Web is an application which is built based on top of the internet. Don't confuse yourselves with web and internet are not the same. Don't confuse yourself thinking that they are the same. No, internet is something different and web is something different. Web is an application and internet helps in connectivity of all these things. Okay. It is the basic connectivity. Internet is the connectivity which connects all the networks, and web is an application for accessing the different web pages. Berners Lee proposed the architecture of what became known as World Wide Web. Berners and Lee were the people who have come up with World Wide Web. There should be some architecture, no? All your systems are connected. How do you log in? How do you go to different pages? How do you log into different pages? There should be an application that helps you to log into different pages. There should be an interconnected system for access of the web pages. So worldwide have www. whatever is that particular page you can type, and internet helps you to, takes you to that particular page. Okay, this is the application and that is the connectivity. So that's how there should be some architecture. Simply with the connectivity, we cannot do anything. We should have some application to reach out to that particular site. So that's how World Wide Web has developed. What are URLs? URLs are Uniform Resource Locator. The full form of URL is Uniform Resource Locator. It is the mechanism used by browsers to retrieve any published resource on the web. Okay. Whenever you want to search about some particular data, you can have the URL, the resource locator in the browsers. When you, in the browser tab, when you can just type the URL and it takes you to that particular web page where the data can be retrieved, and also you can search about the data that is published about one particular topic. The URLs are basically divided into two. One is protocol identifier. What is protocol identifier? You have HTTP, that is like the protocol identifier, that particular name takes you to that particular page, and in that particular page you can go through the data whatever you want. So basically the protocol identifier is the HTTP. Okay, followed by the resource name. First, you have the protocol identifier, and then you have the resource name. Resource name is what is the resource name? This is the protocol, HTTP / hyphen or is the protocol. And then the name of the website, Amazon or example, whatever you can, this becomes the example, example.com is the resource name. So when you type the complete URL, then it takes you to the page. So it has two. One is the for identifying the protocol, and second is the resource name of that particular page. So when you type both the things, then it takes you it helps you in landing into that particular page or into that particular website. Okay. These are the languages used for developing this particular data. Web browsers receive HTML documents from a web server or from local storage and render the documents into multimedia web pages. Now, what is HTML? I have explained you about what HTML is. It is hypertext markup language. It is standard language, this particular language. This is the, see, when we communicate with each other, we communicate in the language known to us. For example, I'm communicating to you in English so that you can understand. If I communicate in German or if I communicate in Japanese or Chinese, can you guys understand? No, you cannot, because you don't know that particular language. So I need to communicate in the language known to you. There should be some standard language. For communication to happen, there should be some standard language. So both the people, like the sender and the receiver, should have a standard language so that they can understand what is the other guy telling. In the same way, you also develop a standard language for creating web pages and applications. Okay, they are like the building blocks of web page. The computer understands that language and it develops and it helps in the development of the pages, web pages, and many applications are also developed. This is the basic thing. HTML is the basic language and it is a standard language known to many. Web browsers receive HTML documents from a web server or from local storage and render the documents into multimedia web pages. So these web browsers, the browsers receive the HTML documents from a server or from a local storage. The HTML documents are received to the web browsers from a server or a local storage, and in turn, these documents are rendered into multimedia web pages, and these web pages will be seen by us. Now, next, what hyperlinks are? A hyperlink is a text or an image within a file or within a file on your computer that you can click, that gives access to another document or image. So what is a hyperlink? A hyperlink is something you all see, like when you are going through some particular information, or if you are studying, if you are going through a news article, in between you have small links. One particular Maybe you have one particular word which is in different color or which is underlined. When you click on that particular word, it takes you to other page. You land up in other page. These are the hyperlinks. When you click, you have a content, and in the content, few lines or few words are highlighted. When you click on these highlighted words or on these highlighted lines, it takes you to another web page. You land into another web page and you get to know about that particular thing which you have clicked on. For example, మీరు ఒక వెబ్ పేజ్ లో ఉన్నారు. ఆ వెబ్ పేజ్ లో ఉన్నప్పుడు యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ త్రూ సంథింగ్. అందులో ఒక వర్డ్ వచ్చింది. ఆ వర్డ్ గురించి మీరు ఇంకా తెలుసుకోవాలనుకుంటారు. ప్రాబబ్లీ దట్ వర్డ్, ఆ వర్డ్ కింద ఒక లైన్ కానీ ఆర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ ఎ డిఫరెంట్ కలర్. అది క్లిక్ చేసినప్పుడు యూ గో టు అనదర్ పేజ్ అండ్ ఇన్ దట్ పేజ్ యూ గెట్ హోల్ ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ అబౌట్ దట్ పర్టికులర్ item, whatever you are studying or whatever you are going through. So hyperlinks kuda different types ఉన్నాయి. There are different types. One is text hyperlink. Text hyperlink is what I have told you. For example, there will be a line. A political issue is happening. You are studying about some political issue, or in Telangana about the rise of electricity bills. Electricity bills chala chala perigipoyayi. For example, 1500 వచ్చే వాళ్ళకి it is coming 3000 or 4000. So there is an article published in the newspaper about it. You are studying the article in your mobile. Why is it happening? What is it on? You are studying, and there is a previous article. ముందు కూడా ఒక ఆర్టికల్ పబ్లిష్ చేసి ఉన్నారు అనుకోండి దాని గురించి. అప్పుడు ఒక టెక్స్ట్ వస్తుంది, ఒక లైన్ వస్తుంది ప్రీవియస్ ఆర్టికల్ గురించో దేని గురించో. ప్రాబబ్లీ ద హెడ్డింగ్ ఆర్ ది సబ్ హెడ్డింగ్ ఆఫ్ దట్ విల్ బి కమింగ్ ఇన్ ది ఆర్టికల్ which has an underline or it will be in a different color. When you click into that particular when you click on that particular thing, it takes you to the old article. పాత ఆర్టికల్ కి తీసుకెళ్తుంది. అప్పుడు మీరు ఇంకా ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ గ్యాదర్ చేసుకోవచ్చు. అట్లా those are called as the text hyperlinks. That means within the text you have a small text which takes you to the other page. That is called as text hyperlink. And image hyperlink is, what is image hyperlink? Text. The name itself says you. Text is the text and image is the image. When you click on the image, that image takes you to other page. And bookmarks are the same bookmarks which we use. It helps in landing again. ఒక నోట్ లాగా ఉంటుంది. It takes you to the other page. So all the hyperlinks are the same. It helps you to understand about that particular thing in a detailed manner. Whenever you are studying about something, it takes you, there are many segments into it, and it takes you to the other page to understand more about that. Text hyperlink is the link. I am explaining you here once again. Text hyperlink is the link that takes users to another page, file or document by using a word or phrase. As I have told you, a word or phrase, if you click on it, it takes you to the other page or file. Image, again, it can be directed to another page or file or document. When you click on the image, it takes you to another page, file or document. And bookmark hyperlink is the link that takes users to another portion of the website by using text or an image. Search engines. What are search engines? Search engine is a service that allows the internet users to search the content via World Wide Web. World Wide Web, www, is not a search engine. Please remember this. This is not a search engine. It helps. The search engine is a service that allows internet users to search content via the World Wide Web, via this connect. Google is a search engine. Mozilla is a search engine. All these are search engines. These search engines allows you to search for content. Search engines allow users to search the internet for content using keywords. When you use a keyword, if you go to Google, You go to Google web search engine or Mozilla Firefox, you are going into it and you come up with a keyword. For example, you want to buy something. You want to buy a Samsung mobile. Just Samsung mobile में the model number you can type, and that search engine takes you to different pages. It takes you to Amazon, it takes you to Flipkart, it takes you to eBay, it takes you to different pages, and in each page you have about that Samsung, that particular model, what is the price offered by Amazon, price offered by Flipkart, by eBay, by all these everybody, what are the prices they're offering, and what is the warranty. All these things you can see, you can compare, and buy whichever you feel is good, you can buy that particular from that particular site. So that's the help of the search engine. When you type the keyword, it takes you to different sites, and in different sites you can compare, or you can take the data whatever you want. In the early days of internet, websites were just a collection of FTP, file transfer protocol, that users could use to upload and download HTML files. Initially, in early days of internet, websites were only used to transfer the files and download and upload the files. It was used only for the transfer and downloading of HTML files. But now that is not the case. Guys, any doubts still here? Am I clear, or am I fast? Am I clear? So I can continue, no? Hope my voice is audible. You don't have any issues, no? You all can hear me properly. Okay. Search engines. There are basically 3 steps to understand how a search engine works. There are 3 steps to understand how a search engine works. Number 1 is crawling. Crawling is search engine use programs called spiders, bots, or crawlers to scour the internet. Okay, the first step is crawling, where it uses different programs to scour the internet. The next stage is, or the next step is indexing. What does search engine do here? The search engine will try to understand and categorize the content on the web page through keywords, keyword search. So in indexing stage, in indexing step, what happens? The search engine will categorize the content through the help of keywords. These keywords, this particular Samsung is a keyword, categorized into page 1. Mobile is a keyword. All the mobiles will be categorized. Again, subcategories will be done based on different. The subcategories can be done based on brand, based on price, based on the features. So these are the keywords. The basic keyword is mobile. From the basic keyword, you have many keywords which are happening. So in indexing, the search engine does that categorization, so that when you search about a product, it quickly takes you to different pages to understand, to give the data or to analyze the data. So that is the second step. And the third step is ranking. Search results are ranked based on a number of factors. There are number of factors. The ranking of the search results happen first when you type about something on the web page, or on the search engine. When you type about something, the first thing which shows up is ranked number 1. And this ranking helps because of happens because of many things. Maybe more people have seen that. There can be many reasons. When you type about anything, the first thing which comes is ranked 1. The first page may whatever the articles come, those are the number 1 ranked articles. It can be because of anything, because of more reach, or because more people are clicking it again and again. That's how the ranking happens. For example, you want to see about you want to do some shopping. For example, smart watches near me. So what are the stores which sell smart watches near me? Quickly, there are many things, many store names which comes. So the number one is ranked based on different factors. So in stage 3, the ranking happens. So what are the three different stages? Crawling, indexing, ranking. Search and retrieval of data. The web is a system of interlinked hypertext documents accessed through the internet. It is a vast resource of hyperlinked and heterogeneous information, including text, image, audio, and video. In the web, you have vast data. So much of data is stored in the web. It includes audio, video, images, textual information. Everything is stored in it. So when you search for some data, all this information which is stored, the heterogeneous and different kind of heterogeneous means chala rakrakala different types of information in different forms. It can be in textual form, it can be in image form, it can be in audio form, or it can be in video form. All these images, all these information is stored at a place. So that's how the web system works. And what is information retrieval? What is it is called, we can call it as IR as well, is the process of identifying and retrieving the relevant documents based on user's query. Very simple. So first thing is you have to search whatever you want. That is your query. In web, you have so much of data, so much of information. You don't want all that information. Whatever information you want, you just need to type about that particular thing. And the IR identifies and gives the relevant documents to the user. Okay. How search happens? The search engine searches the local database and returns with ordered results to the user in the form of links, broadly divided into 3 types. One is information queries, the second is navigational queries, and the third is transactional queries. What does the search engine do? It searches the local database and comes to the user with ordered results. That means in a proper manner, it comes with results, it comes to the users. And these can be divided into 3 types. The information queries. What the information queries are? This type of queries provide the information about a broader area, one particular area. Smartphone is a broader area. So information query when you ask about smartphones, it shows you what all smartphones are there, different companies, different ranges, everything. It is a broader segment. You are not classifying it. So information queries. Navigational queries. Whenever a user remains interested in a home page of any website, you are logging into some website and you are interested in that home page. You are understanding about the home page of that particular website. That comes into this particular segment. You are logging into Amazon or you are logging into some website. In the home page, you click, you try to explore the home page, whatever are there, all the sub-tabs and everything, where it takes you to different pages of the website. Everything you are understanding. So that becomes the second segment when you are interested in homepage of any particular website. Transactional queries. The queries that perform only transactional action, money transactions. The queries that perform about the transaction actions come under this particular segment, transactional queries. Internet, everything is fine. You have World Wide Web, you have internet, you have search engines, and how do you get access to it? How do we get access to it? We get access through service providers. We need to have internet service providers. All these people, ACT, Airtel, Jio, Vodafone, all of them are Service providers, they provide service to us, internet service to us. Internet service providers are an immediate organizations that provide internet connectivity to its subscribers. We are subscribers and they provide connectivity to us. Internet service providers are interconnected to one another at network access points. Okay. So we'll stop here. Tomorrow we can continue with internet in India. We can finish off 5th and 6th unit, cyber crimes and all these things. So hopefully we do not have any issues tomorrow. Any doubts still here? You can type in the chat box if you have any doubts. I'm giving you 2 minutes time. If you do not have any doubts, then we can meet in tomorrow's session. Yeah. So fine then, I'll think that there are no doubts and everybody is fine. It was good connecting with you guys. I'm sorry for the initial problem. There was some network issue and there was some technical error in my system as well. So I couldn't connect to you for first 10-15 minutes. I'm sorry for that. And I hope I have covered those 10 minutes here. Tomorrow also I'll try to make it up. So see you guys tomorrow. Meet you guys tomorrow. Have a nice day. Thanks for attending the sessions. Have a nice day. See you guys tomorrow. Take care and bye-bye.